Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no YouTube commentators, imposters, or trolls, and this is tonight's Hall Live. And why is that thing going on? Hold on. Oh, I clicked on closed captioning. So it says, hello, this is. Yes, it is. All right. Patty came over and we bagged up the wet laundry that someone took out of the washer a week ago that I didn't know about because I forgot about it because when I was doing Kathy's laundry, I was doing my laundry. And I have new medication for the vertigo. I've been feeling the dizziness. I took one with that. I started taking one without water. It's horrible. Yuck. So I went shopping in 3 different places. I'll be doing 3 different videos, but one or two will go to my channel membership. We got rid of all the cans and bottles, got money for that, a separate video for that, and then probably for my channel members. And then no Mama Cat. I saw her Monday. I came back, she was here. And then no Mama Cat Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Kitten is still here and has been crying at least once for her mama. Oh my God, look what's here. Hold on. And it's funny, you get television, you stare and stare and stare at something, and it's been sitting there the whole time. Didn't see it till just now. And this is for Soul Sister, should she come into the video. Kirk, Spock, Scotty, and McCoy. The mans, she calls it, are back. The wooden figurines, the Star Trek figurines, they are back. That's been sitting across me for weeks. For some reason, I didn't see it. I guess you look at something and you tunnel vision out, you don't tunnel vision in. So that's been sitting there. I'm amazed. So after we got rid of the cans and bottles, we went to Jack in the Box, Jacques and G Books. Then we went to Safeway. Then we went to something we had to do to get a form. Then we went to Grocery Outlet. Then we went to Target. Then we went to I paid the Target bill. Then we went to Valero. Got stuff at Valero. Then we went all the way to, no, we went to Target. Then we went to Capital One where I paid my Capital One bill. And then we went to Valero. And then I went to feed Tiny One. No Tiny One. No Tiny One this morning. I start to worry if my kitties don't show up. But Mama Cat is one of the sweetest, gentlest. She loves everybody. She nuzzles Fuzzy. She loved Fuzzy. Nuzzles Kitten. Loves to nuzzle her baby. Kitten's her second baby. I think the first one was adopted. She showed up over 2 kittens years ago, and I've been feeding her for 10 or 12 years. So to not see Mama Cat, I'm worried that she got run over. And when I went down to check the dumpster, they were emptied out. If someone dumped her in there, well, there's no way of telling. And she would go across the street a couple times. I'd come home from the store, the doctor, and she'd be running down the sidewalk with me on the other side of the street, directly across the street. Mama Cat, what are you doing over here? It's not safe for you to be over here. So, and she would scratch the door every morning or at night for me to open the door in the middle of the night. I want food. I'm hungry, hungry, hungry. None of that. I miss that. I miss her coming in here. She loved to be under the bed. She would get frightened if the door closed, but lately she's been enjoying being under the bed. So I don't know where she is, and I'll be very sad if she's gone and never see her again. And I saw Kitten this morning, and I put wet food and dry food out for Kitten. She must have eaten it. Saw her downstairs. Patty saw her, but Kitten did not come up. But it was raining much of the night and into this morning. It started to rain again when we were in Concord. So I'm hoping Kitten will come here. But now that I got all cans and bottles out of here, I can start working on moving the empty bins, start doing laundry. This big bag of wet laundry. They took the stuff out of the washer soaking wet. Not really wet, but has to be rewashed. So I'll do a video on what I got for the cans and bottles. And then Tuesday we're going to Kathy to tackle the right at the Kathy apartment and start cleaning. So that's the agenda. And then Tuesday we'll also be stopping off and dropping the form off. So it takes care of money. No Mama Cat. No Mama Cat. I don't know what happened to Mama Cat. Now this is showing for the first time of the side, not of the bottom. Welcome, but I love Mama Cat very much. She came on the bed one day about 4 months ago, and I got to pet her. I miss her. I've been feeding her for a long time, but other than that, I'm worried that she got killed, and the maniac that fed Fuzzy antibiotics has been coming down the balcony and down the stairs he uses, came out of the woodwork, came out of his cave. Someone leaves dry food down there, and that attracts the raccoons. So I'm hoping that he didn't poison her like he did Fuzzy, giving her antibiotics. And she didn't have any cough or sneezing, and there was no way to do it. Okay, this is gross. All right, I got one bag, one food, 2 bags. So I don't know what happened to her. I hope she comes back. I hope she's all right. But normally when I came home from the store, she'd be waiting. She'd come running up. She'd come running up the stairs. Come on, Mama Cat. Come on, kitten. And it was so cute to have them both there. And the minute I would go to pet kitten, kitten paws at me like this. Mama Cat would always let me pet her about 99% of the time. She would nuzzle Fluffy. She would nuzzle. She loved Fuzzy. She nuzzled Little Girl. Little Girl sometimes paws at her. I go, Little Girl, be nice to Mama Cat. Mama Cat loves you. She's one of the gentlest cats ever. I did feed Pretty Little Gray this morning. There were 3 Mexicans sitting at her house. I don't know if someone moved out and they moved in. They weren't drinking beer, but they were drinking soda, and they couldn't understand a word I was saying, but it said gato, and they just smiled. And I fed Pretty Little Gray, and then the big-headed Gray came up. He's gotten an injury in one ear. He's got it's healing and scabbed over, but he's got a cauliflower ear now, like Kitten does. So, okay. I got to get up. My sweats that torn went off with Patty. The other sweats that the pocket got torn by the door handle tears my clothes. And I'm going to get a grinder and cut the end of that handle off because I've had pants, shirts, jackets torn by the damn thing. So I got to put this stuff away when I'm done with this. All right, we have beef Polish sausage. And I have 2 of those. Polish kiełbasa. I have a thing of Crystal pineapple cottage cheese. I'll put that in the icebox so I can find some place to put it. There we go. I have one of many more orange juice. This stuff is $1.59 a bottle. Can you see it? There we go. And it's good. It's Ocean Spray. They make cranberry juice. This is food service variety. I have a bag of grapes. I haven't had grapes for a while. Or no, I grabbed a bag of cherries. I'm sorry, not grapes. And let's see what else is here. A bag of oranges, and I think I may, if I can bring the tray table here next week, if I don't get dizzy. Patty said you look like you're drunk, and I was talking like I was drunk, and I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. But I took the dizziness pill, and after this video, I'm going to do the other videos I got to do. They will not be live, but I'm going, now this shirt, people use bleach in a washer. So if you see a shirt with holes in it, it's not me. I don't smoke. I don't stick holes in my shirts. It's probably unaffected by bleach remnants. This is my Little Alien Inn from Rachel, Nevada shirt. So it's got 2 holes in it, though. And then we have Kashi blueberry waffles. And twice I've been thwarted. I go to Target and when I get butter, and they have their brand of butter, the Target brand of butter, and they don't have unsalted. And I'm going to talk to them and say, when are you going to get this? Because it's been like a month now. You got all kinds of other butter. Not my bowl, but I can't do salt. All right, there's another orange juice. That makes about 6 of them now. And now that they got a lawsuit against Simply Orange. It's got chemicals in it. It could be. I don't know. But I'm going to talk to animal control. And if there's no mama cat, I'm going to say I think somebody's poisoning cats. All right. I'm going to get up and put this stuff away. I started to have a headache today. Now, my doctor says it's tension headaches, but a few months ago, and I don't know exactly when, I hit my head right here on the post for the railing for the stairs, and I gave myself a concussion and said it's too late to do anything about it. But, hold on, get my game going here. He says you're having dizziness and all this stuff. So give me pills for vertigo, but I keep also having headaches. And she says, one, the front of the head is tension. This thing may be where you hit your head, but I didn't go to the doctor because I get tired of going to the emergency room all the time. So just give me 1 second. I am the leader of my alliance. First time ever. And people aren't playing. I've been kicking after 2 weeks. If you can't have the time to play a game with your fellow players, but some guys weren't playing for like 40 days. I kicked all the guys who weren't playing for a long time out. And some of the people thanked me because I'm always on. I'm always playing, except when I'm sleeping. All right. So if kitten disappears, then I know someone's killing cats, and I call animal control. I know the guy lives in the 3rd floor. I don't know where. Oh, I got an Amazon package today too. So, okay, now that's there, that's there, that's there. The cherries away. What's weird about this stuff is they got this sitting in crates, in boxes, and it's unopened and it's unrefrigerated. So how they can do that with orange juice, I'm puzzled. But perfectly drinkable. Carry what I can. I sat at the recycling place and I brought my folding chair because the last time we did recycling, it killed my back. Now, why did Patty do this? I hate people who move my stuff. She took my Simple Green and put it on top of the fan. And I went to Simple Green at Safeway, half off, but I couldn't buy any. And they charged me a lot of money for my medication for the first time. Patty has a thing where they pay for all the medication and Medicare. Find out about it. All right. I didn't buy any perishables at the other stores. And I was hoping one day to play the lotto, $700 million. Here's my orange juice. Someone's setting off fireworks. They've been setting off these really loud ones. Well, I put, hello mouse, I put Splenda in my coffee and on my oatmeal, and it hasn't affected me over the years, I don't believe. Here's my orange juice, perfectly drinkable. And this has no artificial colors. No aspartame. 21 grams of sugar, but no sodium, no fat. Potassium 400 milligrams, 8%. Vitamin C 20%. So anyway, I'm just going, where is my mama cat? Okay, so I do use, this is basically Splenda, but Safeway's generic Splenda. I don't use sugar except in, I stopped using sugar years ago. I use sugar when I make spaghetti. I put it in the spaghetti sauce to cut down the tomato taste. Oh, that's interesting. The OBS Studio thing scrolls down like an elevator. It goes, I didn't know it did that. And I want to apologize to Miss Von Dune Gamer. The video I did the other night, I did not see that she was in chat. I scrolled down to the bottom, and it wasn't on the side. It was underneath, you know, tonight's hall. I went all the way down to the bottom, no one there, so I quit because I had to go to sleep. And my body is telling me, go to sleep, go to sleep. So I got a free Diablo Gazette, shopping news kind of paper. Finally got a hold of Kathy. She knows we're coming over. I'll do a separate medication, separate video on this. This is instructions. They denied one of my breathing inhaler after paying for it for years. I got all my noted by my doctor. They don't pay for this anymore. This stuff's expensive. What is this? Patty forgot one pair of sweats and she forgot the canned goods. This is something. 50,000 units of vitamin C. I never look at these things. Okay, it's my blood pressure medication. This is something new after me. There's Fluffy. Hello, Fluffy. I got 1, 2, God. This is my Lipitor, generic Lipitor. And my blood pressure. Some other stuff. Vitamin D. You think taking vitamins, I take this huge jar of vitamins. This is generic for singular. I'm going to look this stuff up. And finally, Antivert for dizziness or nausea. So Miss Von Doom Gamer, I'm sorry I did not respond to your saying hello because I didn't see you. I don't know how Kathy's doing. She said, what do you want? You're being bitchy. We're coming over. Okay, I'm cleaning. And I'll show you. I got her a calendar. She likes my little pony. she was talking to Patty how she needs socks. I'm going to give her a pair of socks. And by the way, when I picked all the cans and bottles in the bedroom, they knocked down a whole bin of clean socks. I got to go through this. And I haven't read this. I want to read this before she does. I paid for it. She loves the magazine Tea Time. So her tea time is in. They're sending these out like they're M&Ms. I mean, she was here 2 weeks ago, and there was a tea time. Now there's another tea time. And this is a magazine that has tea rooms, all kinds of tea rooms, and tea services, teapots, teacups. Maybe you can see this. And all over the country, and matcha currant scones. These are green. Recipes. Oh, these are green too. Irish apple cakes and other things. The tea rooms are very big in California. So, oh, it's a teacup with a bunny on it. I love bunnies. So anyway, she reads this every month, and they have here's one. These tea rooms, you got to get reservation. Oh my God, it's a tea room in a castle in Ireland. Wow. And they have all these pastries and petite fours and all of that. So now I'm going to probably make you hungry. Perfect tea parties, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, and garden. I never thought of St. Patrick's Day being a tea party because most of these guys getting drunk. Oh, I love this. Oh, I want this den or whatever it is with the giant fireplace. I want the giant fireplace. Where the wrong? Where side is it? Okay. Yeah, I want this fireplace. There it is. I think. Yeah, with the curtains. I want that in my house. That'd be cool. So, Asheboro tea culture in North Carolina. A whole bunch of different kind of teas and flowers. They got a lot. They're big into flowers in this. Newport's Chinese Tea House. There's the Chinese Tea House in Newport. So, don't do no drugs here. It's not a drug channel. So, keep that stuff to yourself, please. And Kathy used to drink Snappy Tom, but she can't drink it anymore. I used to drink tomato juice. I can't drink it anymore. And we never drank Clamato. So, yeah, I've had people I come in and smoke this. I shoot this up. I don't want that stuff in my channel. You want to do recreational drugs? That's your business, but don't bring it in here. I'm not picking on you individually. I've had trouble talking from about 4 o'clock on. I started getting really. Patty said, "You look like you're drunk," and I hadn't anything to drink. We had Jack in the Box. They got to sign to Jack in the Box. If Jack gives in, if Jack comes in, give him some room. Jack comes in, I'm going to grab him and hold him for ransom. I want $5 million and a lifetime supply of tacos. You'll never see your Jack in the Box again. Leave the money in front of the Jack in the Box at 3 a.m. and I'll tell you where to find Jack. And rum and cook. So, I don't know Jack in the Crack. I don't know if it's a good comment or a bad comment. I'll leave it go for now. I don't drink rum and coke. I've had rum. I went to a science fiction convention in 1970. I brought a case of Demerara 151 rum. And I had chips and dips and And that case was wiped out in 20 minutes. Everybody, he's giving free booze. And that stuff was cheap then. It was $16 a case. God knows what it is now. I think I went into Costco and I looked at some kind of whiskey and it was like $48 for one bottle. And I was, holy cow, hold on a minute. Since you mentioned Maker's Mark, if I can find it. And one day we actually try a sip of it, or a shot. I don't know where the one is. Patty's going to take me finally to the laundromat next month. I get all this laundry out of my hallway. Yay! Okay, and I paid her to help clean the Kathy's apartment, because we don't know if Kathy's going to clean her apartment or not. Okay. I got in the mail for Maker's Mark a few years ago. They sent me one cute thing. I don't know where it is. They sent me a little pair of earmuffs for your bottle. I thought that was cute. They sent me a box about the fruitcake and everything. And this is got a little bit of dirt on it. This, I think, was supposed to go around 2 bottles. It's, or no, but no, it's not that. I think it's a sweatband. So one day I'll go down to our friendly neighborhood bar, a dive bar or something, and try Maker's Mark. Here's my Maker's Mark sweatband. So now instead of Rambo, I can be Burgo with my whiskey sweatband here. It's very warm. It's good. Stretchy, and this is one I found this today. So this is one of the things they sent me. I got on this list. They started sending me all kinds of interesting things, but the cutest were the little tiny plastic with fur earmuffs. I don't know where it is. By the way, I take this every day because I have a vitamin B deficiency, but now she's giving me vitamin D. I don't know what, I'm going to talk about that. I'm getting more deficient as I get older. Where does the vitamin D go? Because I don't drink milk. So, oh my God, it's doing this. No, 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 don't start doing that. Oh my God, I got to shut this off. I've got a program and it's taking all my videos, it's saving them to my hard drive. Oh no, I don't want to do that. So, yeah. I may look. Go into Firefox. No, wait a minute. What happened to Firefox? Nothing. Okay. The thing I hate about customer support, you can't talk to me half the time. Okay, eBay. Darkwing Duck. Okay. Now, Maker's Mark earmuffs. Yep. Maker Mark 2015 Ambassador headband. Oh, they sent me the headband at the same time, and earmuffs. Promo items $12.59. Earmuffs $8. Christmas cards. Earmuffs, playing cards, socks, puzzle. I didn't get a lot of that stuff. Christmas cards, socks, ornament, headband, earmuffs, mint julep pin, $20. Boston Red Polar Fleece earmuffs head warmer. There's a different head warmer. One I got is $12, $11. Maker's Mark zip pullover shirts, of course, that men's small. Maker's Mark dip red wax turbis tumbler, $60, one of a kind. A football for $20. An ugly red sweater for $9. They're for the bottle, a little ugly sweater for the bottle. Here's a bottle display bourbon whiskey beer sign, $59. I do have a little sweater with a deer somewhere. Green with 2 little deer on it for the bottle. And also the scarf. They said a little tiny scarf for Maker's Mark with a little wagon. So there, someone's made an LED sign. A smoking jacket, pajama shirt, bottle cover, $8. That's cute. And here's signed by Samuelson Smith, whoever they are, I don't know. Here's a Bourbon Wood Store display rack shelf cabinet. It's basically wooden boxes. The guy's asking $400 for it. Honey sticks. I'm not sure what those are. Red and white strap socks, $20. Battery charger. Hey, I like that. $20. Brand new in the box. Huh. Whiskey suspenders, adjustable, $12. A rubber drink mat. A men's. I notice they always do small. They don't think anybody in the country is overweight or big or something. Here's an adult large sweater. And it goes on. Ornaments and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to get out of that. So it's out there. So, but I'm not certain why I've got D. 50,000 unit cap stride. Take one tablet, take a capsule, not table. By mouth every 7 days. Yeah, it's only good. They did a blood work on me, so maybe they found out that I had missing vitamin D. I don't drink a lot of milk except in cereal, and I started eating the Cheerios out of the box. So, I meant to go to Costco. They cut the food stamps down to $98. Well, I'll take this thing. It looks weird. 50,000 units. Oh my God, how many? How do they fit all those units in this little teeny pill? It's green, Captain. And I take the pill. Looks more like something my mother used to take for an entirely different thing. Oh, that's the wrong bottle. Hold on. So, of course, you can get natural vitamin D just by going out in sunlight. That is very tart orange juice. There's no artificial sugar in there or anything. It's just juice. So, no, they come on a card. And my wallet fell down there, so I can't show you the card, but it comes in a plastic card. You put in you have your number on there, and then you call up the number to tell how much you got coming in on, and then you type in your secret password and your handshake, and then you get your food stamps. By the way, this is a very good. Except somewhere when Kathy and Patty cleaned my apartment, put stuff in boxes, they're all Kathy's place. The charger brick for this thing, I don't know where it is, but this is called a somebody. This is called I can't read the small print. 2.25 watt fast charge by INIU. INIU. Now this thing works great, but I don't know where the brick is. So what I can do, though, I have another charger. I have 2 of these, but the problem with this is these are USB-C A, I think, and I don't have any USB-C charge. I have one USB-C charger, nothing portable. So if I fix my iPad, it's USB-C. I don't know if it will charge it. I did not fix my iPad this month because I did not have enough money. I will have the money on the 1st of March. I will go in and get one loan out, pay the interest, on a second loan, and go fix the iPad, and then After the iPad is fixed and the loans are done, then I'll go get the phone fixed, and then the next step somewhere in there is to buy a newer iPhone other than the 7. What I like about this, though, it tells you how much power you've got left. Now the Anker, which is a very good charger, we had a problem with their cables. They kept breaking off. Nothing I did. They don't armor the ends of the cables. They armor the connector. But where they put the connector on, then they don't armor the fabric and they start to fray like apples. This thing is very heavy. This is an Anker. And it works very well once you've charged it. It's got some, so this got some heft to it too. You could clunk somebody over the head with this thing. But I don't know where the charger brick is. I got all these bricks in there. I'm trying to find the charger brick. Maybe in the box at Kathy's. And one of these days we'll go up there. So I'll start going through the boxes and see what the hell's in there. I bought 2 of these. I'm missing both charger bricks. So I'm going to have to find. But I got to get a USB-C for when I get a USB-C iPad. So, but I love this. I got 2. The one's charging right now. It says 100%. This charges my Android phone very well. And so does the Anker. Well, we done been together 45 years. And that's kind of a case of why the hell she listened to me now. She's very stubborn. But I called her up, and Patty called her up and said, we're coming up there. And we're going to clean your apartment. And if you don't keep it clean this time, we're not doing anything. And 2 years ago, I went over there with my bad knees. I swept her entire carpet in the living room, the bedroom. I picked up the box spring and hundreds of roaches came out of it. I was horrified. Dragged the box spring out of the living room into the patio and over the wall and all the way to the dumpster after spraying the box spring and inhaling, unfortunately, Raid. And killed all the roaches that were still in it. They were running everywhere. It was something like there's a Tales from the Crypt episode. This guy has roaches everywhere. But I'm going, oh my God, I've never saw that many in my life, except in a movie. So the problem is that they had the apartment had termites come in. The guy only sprayed the kitchen cabinets, behind the refrigerator, behind the stove, and not the rest of the apartment, so they won't go away. Yeah, mules want to. They feel like they're not stubborn enough. So I love Kathy dearly, but she just times she won't listen. And there's something else I want to do. She doesn't want to do it. So I'm going to mention to her that, hey, you have to do this for me because you're obligated to me. And I don't want to do a certain thing and go there and have to be at Valero. So she's told me they have been crawling on her at night. And I'm going, now, for all the trolls saying my apartment is a mess, by the way, I finally put my ice bagger back after I cleaned the milk crate. Patty has her printer now, which works fine. And about $200 worth of diapers. So, free. And she will be helping me, and Kathy says she'll come over to help me clean. So I'm going to get this place cleaner. But my problem also is, since I had the Pfizer vaccine, my feet go numb. Today both of them are going numb, and I'm having a lot of pain. But with the cans and bottles, I can now go down the hallway, and I wake up and be like, clunk, 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 they're falling out of the bag. We had about 15 bags. And so they're out of here. I hung up my raincoat. I hung up another jacket. That's an empty box I kept for the cans and bottles. I have empty bins in the bedroom for laundry as I get the money to do them. I forgot my giant shopping bag, one of the 4. So my rack is pretty full of shirts and jackets. I lost my wool hat going to the store, going to Grocery Outlet the other night. I got another wool hat. It's neither. It is a side effect of the evil Pfizer vaccine. I got it a year ago, the Pfizer shot. My feet, hands, fingers, toes go numb. And I've been tested for diabetes multiple times. It is a side effect of the vaccine because I had no negative things happen with the Moderna vaccine, booster. But within 24 hours, my feet started going dead and stabbing pain. I'm still getting it like an ice pick. Not so much in my hands, but in my feet and toes. And my doctor has tested me repeatedly for diabetes. I do not have diabetes. Well, I'm sorry, Von Doom Gamer, but there's a lot of stuff about COVID that they didn't tell you. And I sent an email out to my whole email list. And I said, but I don't want to get taken down off of YouTube. I want to discuss alternate, non-YouTube approved COVID misinformation, because they'll call it misinformation if they don't want to tell the truth. So, and I'm the one that had to deal with the pain, not you. I'm still having the pain. I'm still, my feet go dead. And my doctors check me for neuropathy, and I've had MRIs and all kinds of things. And this is directly caused by the vaccine. And there are side effects. There's a lot of reporting on the side effects of the vaccine that have been not told about. And we have a revelation that both Pfizer and Moderna rushed this and fiddled the results of the tests so they could get the stuff to market and make money. So, but I do have a sciatic nerve problem where the spine presses on the sciatic nerve, but this is totally different. I will be lying here or sitting and doing absolutely nothing, and the whole foot goes dead. Well, okay, I'm not going to argue with you, okay? So please stop. I've been covering COVID since 2018. I have some pretty good idea on the guy from Pittsburgh Paranormal News Forum. I read articles today, and I'm going to publish the article that came from the Daily Mirror from a major doctor and scientist that talked about the way they took and made it. Let's just put it this way. It didn't come from bats directly, so I'm not going to say it anymore. So let's change the subject, because Kathy had the Moderna, no problem, and they all had the Moderna. My friend Paul, Patty, I'm the only one to have side effects. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm putting you in a timeout. I told you to stop. You won't stop. And I'm not talking conspiracy. I'm talking personal experience. I know all the conspiracies. So, you think I don't read everything about COVID I can find my hands on? I just had it in November. Don't argue with me on this channel. I say I'm having a problem with COVID and the vaccine, I had a problem. I walked out of the county hospital and took the bus home. And within hours, I started having screaming pain in my feet, hands, fingers, and toes, but particularly my toes and feet. And I didn't have that before the Pfizer vaccine. I don't act like I'm being conspiratorial. It has nothing to do with it. I'm saying I had this side effect. And I reported it to the whatever area it was in the government that you report as a person who's had the thing as a side effect. And I looked up, is this side effect with anybody else? I couldn't find anything, but that's a year ago. I had no issues with the Moderna vaccine. And partly as a result, I won't buy anything. I took Spectrum vitamins for years from Pfizer. They're owned by Pfizer. I won't take anything marketed by Pfizer. And the head of Pfizer says he wants to mutate, supposedly, COVID. Which is awful. Boy, this is really big. Okay, that's my Lipitor. Now, Firefox isn't working. Weird. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look this up. Don't tell a tourist what to do or argue with him. Okay. I was just at my doctor 2 weeks ago, and it's the same doctor who had me tested and previous 9 times for diabetes. I don't have diabetes. It does not run in our family. Fading may occur. This is COVID-19 vaccine, Mayo Clinic. Fading may occur after you receive this vaccine. You may also have vision changes, numbness, tingling in your arms, hands, or feet, or jerky movements of the arms or legs. November 1st, 2022. The Mayo Clinic. Chills, difficulty moving, fever, headache, joint pain, muscle aches, cramps, pain. I've been having cramps in my legs since I got the vaccine. Stiffness, nausea, swollen joints, unusual tiredness or weakness, vomiting. And they list other things: anxiety, blue or pale skin, chest discomfort, tightness, chest pain, possible moving left arm, neck, shoulder, cough, difficulty swallowing, dizziness, fast heartbeat, fading, puffiness of swelling of the eyelids around the eyes, face, lips, or tongue, trouble breathing. Oh, another thing, my lips went numb. I forgot about that. All right, now. And so right there in the Mayo Clinic, fainting may occur after you receive this. You may have vision changes, numbing, tingling in your arms, hands, feet, jerky movement. I'm exactly right. You're wrong. Bye, Capcom Killer Troll. Not rude. My channel. You don't argue with me. You don't call me names. You don't disrespect me. Bye-bye. I just read from the Mayo Clinic. I'm sure I can find other information out there about side effects of COVID. I took the vaccine in 2021, but this is SARS-CoV-2 COVID-19 vaccine, mRNA, LNP, spike protein, Moderna, intramuscular route. So, and does COVID-19 cause tingling or numbness in limbs? It is difficult. Who may get paresthesia following COVID? How is paresthesia diagnosed? Diagnostic evaluation is based on determining the underlying condition causing the sensation. Numbness and tingling after COVID-19 care instructions. Michigan Medicine, University of Michigan. COVID-19 can cause numbness and tingling in some people, and they go on. But I had this before I had COVID. But so far, and then there's possible, that's Guillain-Barré. Neuropathic symptoms with SARS-CoV vaccination, NCBI. This is a National Library of Medicine. National Center for Biotechnology Information. Published May 17, 2022. And, okay, hold on. 52% of patients had 12 out of 23 of small fiber peripheral neuropathy. So when they got the vaccine, they got neuropathy. So it's out there. Neuropathy, keywords, Guillain-Barré syndrome, SARS-CoV-2, dysautonomia, vaccine, COVID-19, coronavirus, immunotherapy. New onset paresthesia. 23 referred patients were referred with new onset potential symptoms of polyneuropathy, sensory, motor, or autonomic within 1 month of the COVID vaccine were enrolled after consent at the National Institute of Health. And all were evaluated. So, I've been studying medicine all my life. My mother I didn't send you any pictures. That was a troll who got banned from his particular user thing. So I did not send that. I would never send that to somebody. So I'm putting you in another timeout because that was not me. And I sent people the email before I ever heard of you from the particular email provider that said this person has been removed in violation of our standards. He sent 2 obscene pictures to everybody on my mailing list. You weren't on my email list. So I don't know how you got it. You aren't on mine. All right, that's it for tonight. I know I'm right. I've been following this story since 2018. My mother was a nurse for 50 years. I learned how to read reading medical journals. It's what I do for fun in my spare time because it's fascinating to me, even though I don't always understand everything. But when I say my feet are hurting, my toes are hurting, I'm having stabbing pain with screaming, and it wasn't happening with the COVID vaccine, before the vaccine, and I don't have a history of diabetes or neuropathy except the occasional thing from my sciatic nerve, which doesn't affect my toes, runs down my leg and hurts, but it doesn't affect my toes. I'm right. Well, they protect themselves because the government gave them a thing where they cannot be sued, or else they wouldn't come up with the vaccine. Now that may change. You never know. So, but hold on. Let me get it. I think it's in the bedroom. I have lots of books on medicine in here and different things. Well, I have all these books, so I can refer to them, but not necessarily anything lately because all my stuff is rather old. It's a matter of money. Over there is Gray's Anatomy. In the bedroom somewhere is my 2 copies of the Physician's Desk Reference. No, I didn't want to go to medical school. My mother was a nurse for 50 years, but I learned how to read reading medical journals. And here is a book. Ow, that's my thumb. I think that's because I play too much on my machine, on my phone or iPad. 3rd edition, American Medical Association Medical Guide. Now this may or may not be rather old. The original was published in 1982. This is 1984. Someone left this downstairs, but I got it so I could refer to stuff. So, do they have an index? I hope. But I have 2 PDRs as recent as 2018, but they're in here somewhere. So I look up the drugs I take to see what the hell they do. Except they're in the bedroom, and I was buried by all those cans and bottles. Okay, hold on. I do have a problem reading small print without a bright light. Okay, they don't refer to neuropathy. They go numbness symptom chart 101. Well, I went to law school for 2 years, so that's another animal. And it's on the list. If I ever become rich enough, I will go and take law school again. Get my law degree, just so I have it. I heard about the charts. That's why I kept this. It's very interesting. They have a chart saying headache, pain of the face, no pain in the ass, twitching and trembling. Here's one, numbness and tingling. They start with a kind of a flow chart. And tell you what to do. Yes, no, and then they tell you what to do. But there's all kinds, women's health, muscles, bones, joints, hormonal disorders, disorders of the urinary tract, disorders of nutrition, disorders of digestion, heart and circulation. I have no history of stroke or heart attack. But the point is, I look stuff up before I talk about it. And I've been posting stories on my paranormal forum since 2018 on COVID and on the bats and on the Wuhan wet market and Fauci. So I eat oatmeal, instant oatmeal. I have a package of oatmeal. I got to figure out how to use it. Quaker Oats. Feel good. So, I don't know. But of course, I used to have a lot more medical journals and books and things, but I lost my storage in 2001. And so I'm going to stick this by the door if there's any room. I sent no woman or anybody else any pornographic emails. That was a troll. I wouldn't do that. It's not my nature to be disgusting, be disrespectful to women. Unless you're being rude, then I'm not going to tolerate it. Okay. Now, as an example, this is a separate animal. This is a book I picked up. I had email correspondence with him when he was alive. The Jesuits, Society of Jesus, and the Betrayal of the Roman Catholic Church, Father Malachi Martin. And then I have this one, The Children of Oswald, by Thomas Carey and Donald R. Schmidt, which is the children of the people that reported the crash at Ross. Dozens of paranormal books, books on law, books on the stock market. I have all. That's why I have these books. And that's also why I have 3 iPads, except that none of them are working right now. So I can refer to things normally in a matter of an instant. So. And I am a minister. Not a Christian minister, but a minister. Legally minister. I got to get my certificate one of these days. That costs money to have it printed in a nice frame and all that good stuff. Okay. I had some Bible thumper in the bus. Can I pray for you? I said, no. I've been pronounced dead twice, got electrocuted once, had COVID. I'm a survivor. God knows I am here. I saw the light at the end of the tunnel twice as a child. Now I don't have the money until next month. 1st of March, the loan will go out. One loan will go out. One loan will the interest be paid. Where's my paperwork? Here it is. The Holy Bible of coin loans. All right, I got out. You have to watch the video. I got out junk silver, about 71 dimes. They're worth $1.71. Actually, worth more than that because silver went up. And that cost me $84, but that freed up $78 a year in interest. I have another one. It is a $150 loan. That's the one that's going to hurt. I'll get that out in May, end of May. 2 1-ounce silver rounds, 4 silver dollars, 14 silver quarters, 90%, 8 40% half dollars, 90% half dollars, $150 loan, $25.50, $175. I have another one. Coins, I have some British coins in 2 of these. German coins, Australian coins, all silver. 2 SCs, I'm not sure what that is. 2 commemorative dollars, Morgan piece, Kennedy halves, Franklin halves, Walking halves, $100, $25.50. And the other one, 32 Washington quarters, other coins, 10 Mercury dimes, 11 Roosevelt dimes. And that will cost me a total when I'm done, painfully, of $511. But I've had those loans in since Kathy got evicted in 2015, and they'll finally be gone, and then I can spend money. Apathy. God, what a terrible name for kitty cats. So, I had a 104 fever. I was at a Catholic boarding school. My mother put me in the Catholic boarding school at the age of 5. God knows why. I was in an unheated room. I got pneumonia, and they rushed me as much as you can in a blizzard from Ligonier, Pennsylvania, to McGee Hospital. My mother was a charge nurse at the time. Brought me in and said he's dead. My mother was very psychic. Said, I can feel him. He's still alive. She said at the time, pack him in ice. They looked at her like she was crazy because they didn't do that in the United States in 1957. Packed me in ice, and apparently there was no pulse, no respiration, no heartbeat. Couldn't find me. I must have been in a coma or something, and I'm lying in the hospital bed. The TV's on. Doctors, nurses, my parents are in there, and I see this light in the corner, upper left corner of the room, and I felt my body leaving my body, and I started heading for that light. And when I got up into the light, there's a tunnel. And it was very, very lighted up, but part of it was black. And you're 5, you don't know about death. So I'm headed for the light in the tunnel, and something said, if I go to that light, I'm not coming back to my body. I came back to my body, I came back, and I was fine. The second time was, my dad didn't kill me the first time. That was pneumonia. And ever since then, I've had a problem with bronchitis and COPD and pneumonia. I've had pneumonia 3 times. And it makes your lungs weak when you get enough. Older adults can get killed by it. And I've had a pneumonia shot. I got to ask my doctor about that. Second time, I had gotten off of school and went down for baseball. and tried out for Little League and made it as a catcher. I was a very good defensive catcher, except when I had to bat because I wore glasses. And got picked as a catcher. And two scouts in the Washington Senators saw me. I had the business card. I lost that one, lost my storage. I was 10 years old, and they said, when you get old enough, get a hold of us. We will sign you to the Senators. No, he didn't try. He hurt me. There's no try about it. So my mother was taking care of her patient, private duty, and wasn't off work till 7 in the morning. Next morning, she said, don't let him in. Well, the problem is the door to our house. My parents had just bought a brand new house. House is still there. It's worth $785,000. It cost $30,000. And the back door didn't lock correctly. Started pounding at the door, and I got frightened, and he finally got the door open and took a percolator cord, the old percolators. You would put the coffee pot and the stem and the basket and put coffee in it. And he beat me with that, and then he chased me up the stairs and ran a bathtub of only hot water, punched me in the head. I went down into the bathroom. He took off. He was drunk off his ass, beat me severely. My mother got off work and rushed home in a cab because he owned the only car, and she found me at the foot of the stairs, blood pouring out of every orifice, fingers, toes, nose, everything. They had to tear the stairs out afterwards and replace it because it seeped into the carpet, the wood, and the concrete. Rushed me to Walter Army Hospital, where I was once again pronounced dead. And I had burned. She put fresh aloe vera on me to keep my skin from scarring, which I don't have a scar mark today, and it's been a year in the hospital. And then, no, he beat me with a cord. And she had an arrest warrant out for him, and he disappeared to California. And the problem is, well, I'd called her. I said, he's here, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs, I'm going to kill you, and everything else. And I was scared to death. So, but what was I going to do? I'm 10 years old. Well, I went to the hospital, and they did whatever they did. And one thing that drives me crazy, there's periods in my life I can't remember what was said to me because I think it's stress or not COPD, post-traumatic shock syndrome, memory loss. They would wheel me out in the lawn in a wheelchair. I was not strong enough to walk at that point, and they wheeled an old man out in the last year of his life, and he had an A blanket on him, a blanket with the A letter. And he had a nurse, and he had his wife, and he lived on the grounds in a own residence, but he was there in the hospital. I guess he was getting sicker or something. And we would talk every day, and I said hello, and it was General MacArthur. So, but I can't remember a damn thing we talked about. But I was fascinated. I knew he was. So, I'm 10 years old. You have a gun when you're 10 years old? Come on, Chuckles. I'd gone to military school, but the guns were like 75 miles away, locked up. And the M1s, they knew how to fire when it was a lousy shot. No, she found me at the foot of the stairs, blood pouring on my nose, my eye sockets, my toes, my fingers, other portions of my mouth, and two other areas of my body. And I lost 80% of the blood in my body. So they rushed me in the ambulance. They got to Walter Reed. He's dead. No, I can feel him. She was very, very psychic. I will not confirm or deny my weapon status, thank you. Partly because I live in a housing development that is Comer County and gets federal funding, so I will not tell you if I have a gun or not. Two, it's none of your business. So, but that scarred me. I had panic attacks for the next 40 years and screaming nightmares. And it really messed me up. My mother kept having my dad move back in. That was the problem. He'd take off and disappear, and then she kept letting him come back. And I kept running away from home because I was terrified. Terrified he was going to do it again and finish me off. So anyway, getting a headache. All right, I think that's it for this one. I'm going to do the other one so I can do one for my channel members and then do the third one, and then I'm going to bed. I don't know where Kitten is. I thought she would have come up to eat. I called Kitten. I think she's a little lost. I think she's hiding because she doesn't know where her mama is, and it's very sad. And, excuse me, I don't think everything is out to kill me. I have had threats from trolls to come here and kill me over the last 12 years. One guy supposedly came from Tacoma, Washington with a gun. He got as far as Oregon, but he threatened to shoot me. I've had another guy show up at my door. I'm going to take you and Kathy out to dinner, unannounced. I had somebody stalk me at Starbucks, so I don't know where Mama Cat is. So I do have protective things in here that if someone starts something, and the police department is 2 blocks away. So I have a crowbar. I have a crowbar and a tire iron. That's 2 things. Perfectly legal. If I really wanted to get something that would be perfectly legal, would stop them cold because it will go through Kevlar, I could get a crossbow. I know how to shoot one. I've shot ones. I was much better at a crossbow than I was with an M1. Because of the glasses, I couldn't see where I was shooting when I was 10 to 12 years old in the military school. All right, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you have content you'll see nowhere else, as I will post later. And you bet there was another shooting, sadly, yesterday. And of course, you can donate to PayPal for the kitties. So, but as I've said many times in this channel, when people start arguing with me and trolls, when I say it is so, it is so. You may remember from the 10 Commandments with Yul Brynner, where he said, so it shall be written, so it shall be done. I never lie about what I do. I may forget about stuff. I'm 70 years old. Going on in April, I'll be 71. And there are a lot of wackos that get on the bus. May I pray for you? Jesus is with you. In one point she said, I get people, you want to find Jesus. I didn't know he was lost. They don't understand my sarcasm. Don't tell me about your Christianity. I don't want to hear it. My father was Catholic. My mother was Jewish. I know my liturgical Latin. He dragged me to church on Sunday. She dragged me to temple on Saturday. The whole weekend I was dressed in a monkey suit. I hated it. But every night I told God, thank you for another day. When I don't stutter, I'll catch my tongue in my mouth. Thank you for another day of life, God. Amen. And thank you for the kitties and all that. There he is, Shaquille Oatmeal. I was going to leave, but I have to stay in a little bit. There's little girl, my sweetie pie. Okay. In honor of you, we have a sealed. Oh boy, this is dead. I gotta throw it out. I didn't look at the date. I'll empty this out and use it as a display bottle. Say what to do when you get something and you don't look at the date. Good thing I didn't try to cook this. This is very dead. In honor of you, Shaquille, Quaker Oats, Quick Women Oats. Oat milk can help reduce cholesterol. I guess we eat the whole package, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to cook this. I thought someone left it downstairs. Oh, I'll make this one day. But the expiration date is 2021. So that expired a long time ago. But I might be able to use, no, a very thin bottom. It's still got oatmeal in it, but it's very dead. It's 2 years old. So I'm not going to eat that. No survivalists there. Little girl. Bed. Bed, yeah, I'll pee you in a few minutes, sweetie pie. Yeah, mighty leap. Mighty leap, poor girl. A mighty leap, my sweetie. My sweetie pie. Yes. Mm. You love my girl. Yes, I love my little girl. Little, my pretty little. This time she's not purring because I picked her up wrong or something. My girl. Oh. Floppy, are you jealous? You want your supper. Yeah, little soft girl. Yeah. Mm. Okay. She has to go through certain steps. She wanted to get me an electric wheelchair. I said, no, I'll fall out of the damn thing. My mother had one, and I tried to use it, and it got to the curb, and I went down the ramp to the curb, and boom. I knew you get me a four-wheel scooter, but a three-wheel will make it tip over. Kathy tried to ride Patty's three-wheel. It tipped over. It went like this. So, one electric. And it takes time. And then you get it, and you have so many days to get to an authorized dealer, and then they give you the scooter, whatever it is. Of course, if I win the lotto, I'll buy the Boomer Buggy XSX version 2, which will probably be about by then 14 grand. And I'll have my fully enclosed scooter, air conditioning, heater, power steering, solar panel, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, cellular, plugs for all my devices, a stand for my iPad or GoPro. Can go 45-mile range, 15 miles an hour. Regular scooters, the ones you see people tootling around, they don't have any cover on them. They go about 5 miles an hour. So, but my cat's here commanding me. It's supper time, and it's commanding me. I gotta. Do I have any pears from the freezer? Yeah, I do in this bag. I'm not sure what the hell. Oh, oranges. And I don't in here, and I don't in there. But I do have. I gotta do another video. So. Well, if I get some of this stuff out of the hallway, Patty and I are gonna move this stuff out. We're gonna take that rack and move it over there, and then the bed will be pushed further back, and things will change in here. If I have to move stuff out, I'll get it out. But if they don't approve the scooter, I'll save up the money for my apartment building. When I make a profit in an apartment, I'll move the hell out of here. It won't matter with Medicare once. I'll get my own damn scooter. So I don't think she's fine. She hasn't been here for 4 days. She hasn't been at my door. She hasn't been running up to me when I come home. She didn't come up today. Kitten has cried one night, a mournful cry, where is my mama? She wanted more food. Half an hour after I gave her food. There's no mama for her. And she came here as a little baby kitten that big. And 10, 12 years, she's always been nuzzled by mama and comforted by mama. They sleep together. That's why Kitten is not showing up. I think she's very frightened. Her mama is not here. That's her world, is her mama cat. I'm very upset. I pray to God that she's all right. I pray to God. We have cat haters in this building, and we've had cat haters, and I don't understand hating an animal. Animal is not doing anything. And if mama cat got run over, no one would have the decency I wasn't told that Fuzzy got run over for 2 days. A woman told me she saw Fuzzy get killed, and then the idiot who fed her antibiotics came up and told me, I took her body to the pound. Why? You took away my right to see my baby for one last time, you idiot. So, that's the deal. I don't know what happened. All I know is I went to the dumpsters. They've been emptied, and it was weird because they were emptied on like Wednesday. They don't normally empty them on Monday, but they were full. And I've told the apartment building when they are full, past the day, people dump all their household refuse. They move out. They dump all kinds of stuff in the dumpsters. So she may have been killed, and I'll never know it. I'm waiting for one of my neighbors who goes down to do some gardening in pots she's got downstairs to ask her, have you seen Mama Cat? And she loves Mama Cat too, so she likes all the kitties. And here are... Nope, I got change, no silver. There's 6 dimes, no silver, not a bit. I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past that idiot. But he's been coming out of the apartment. Why would you go from the far side of the building by the elevator and come all the way over to use a cell phone? I can't help that. Mama Cat and Kitten and Papa Cat and Kitten number 2 showed up here 10 or 12 years ago. Papa Cat was found dead one day. He may have been poisoned. There's not a mark on him. I found him dead on Christmas Eve. And Mama Cat was very sad. She kept nuzzling Kitten and looking for Papa Cat, meowing for Papa Cat. And Papa Cat, after so many years, was getting used to be next to me. He was still always frightened of me, but he started to come closer to me, and then he died. Well, I don't know what's going on. And my cats were born here. They want to go out. I can't stop them from going out. Now, once I pay the coin loans off, help Kathy get a car. She has to change her attitude. Then I'll start saving up for financing an apartment building. Then I'll move out of here. So, okay, excuse me. I gotta go. I gotta do this one video, do another video real quick, and then feed the cats. Close the door because it's ice cold. And then I gotta go to bed. And then tomorrow I got this big bag of wet laundry to do. Do more laundry here in my quarters over there, and start cleaning and moving. Move the ice maker back on top of the milk crate. And if Medicare came in, I said, look, I don't need the scooter for inside, I need the scooter for outside. I can't walk without severe pain. So, who is bad? No, Mama Cat has never been bad. She's never clawed anybody. She's not violent. She's not vicious. She's a very she nuzzles everybody, and she nuzzles the railing and the table and the chairs and the door and makes her mark on everything. She's very sweet. She's one of the most gentle cats I've ever seen. Kathy has had this attitude for a long time, and she gets mad at Patty, or she gets mad at me, and then there's no talking to her. And I've told her, you know, and then Patty did something, or Patty didn't like what Kathy was asking her. Kathy keeps bringing it back up over and over and over. And I said, let it go, for God's sakes. It's done. It's over. And you can't talk to Kathy. She's still throwing up a girlfriend I had in the 80s. It had nothing to do with her. Kathy moved out. I was seeing someone, and we were having relations, and then she moved out of the state. Never saw her again. You weren't supposed to have someone. Was I supposed to be alone for the next 50 years? Come on. You weren't in the picture anymore. Oh. Illogical thinking. Jealousy of someone she never met. And she always, you're not supposed to have had sex with her, and you liked her too much. Why me, oh Lord? Yeah, it's another thing. Kathy never admits she's wrong. I can't go into other things. Patty and I have talked about it, but I admit this place is cluttered, but it will get better. And all I really, one thing I would need is another bedroom. Put a lot of the books and bookcases in the bedroom and have room to and get a storage. I tend to get a storage space this year. Put a lot of the excess stuff in storage. All right, I got to go. I'm freezing my ass off here. This is George Sender, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe. And that's it. Thanks for coming in. And when I say I have symptoms, they're related to COVID. I know what I'm talking about because I wasn't having them before I had the damn COVID, and, or the vaccine. And it says, call your doctor for medical advice about side effects. You may report side effects to the FDA, and I did. They don't have ones here in this building. They have in other buildings, but I'm about to move. I can get to the bus here, but I'd be out in the middle of nowhere. I'd be up that way or that way, 20 miles from here. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, that's it for this one. Have a great night, and I will catch you next time. This is George Sender, the guy from Pittsburgh, and never argue with a Taurus. Because, no, I had both. I had COVID in November. November 5th, I got COVID. So, and I spent 2 weeks basically vomiting up mucus and nausea and headaches, and didn't sleep one night for 21 and a half hours. It would not let me go to sleep. It's one of the side effects of getting COVID. It won't let you sleep, and it disturbs your thought processes, your thinking, your sleep patterns, and it gives you diarrhea. It was not a pleasant experience, and a friend of mine has it now. He says he's okay, he feels fine, but he's bored. So it may react differently on other people. I had antibodies put in my hand, and I'm fine, but I'm scared to death getting it again. And I will not say what I would do if I ever met Miss Dr. Fauci. Because he gave out misinformation on COVID for months. But YouTube won't admit that. All right, that's it for this one. Bye-bye for now. And that's